Hello, my name is Gary Goodworth. I am the webmaster of the website called anunseenworld.com. Today we're going to talk about the subject of what does the Bible say about Ouija boards. Let's get into this. Are Ouija boards in the Bible connected? Not surprisingly, Ouija boards cannot be found in the Bible because they did not exist when the pages of Scripture were written. Ouija boards came into wide use with the spiritualism movement that began in the 1840s and lasted until the 1920s. Spiritualism is a religious movement which featured a belief that spirits of the dead could be contacted by mediums. A toy shop in Pittsburgh sold the very first Ouija board in 1891. In order for that shop to be able to sell to the public, the board had to be patented. Because the item was patented, it supposedly had been proven to work. The Bible strongly prohibits mediums. Do not turn to mediums or seek out spiritists, for you will be defiled by them. I am the Lord your God. Leviticus 19, verse 31. When men tell you to consult mediums and spiritists, who whisper and mutter, should not a people inquire of their God? Why consult the dead on behalf of the living? Since the Ouija board is a tool of mediums and spiritists, this is one way Ouija boards and the Bible are connected. Mediums and spiritists are forbidden by the Bible to be consulted. And the reason for that is mediums and spiritists do not get their information from God. They get their information from unclean spirits who can masquerade as angels of light. According to a now defunct website called Castle of Spirits, the Fox sisters, who claim to actively communicate with the dead, developed a series of knocks for each letter of the alphabet. This led to the invention of parlor games to help the living see words spelled out from the dead. Eventually, Elijah Bond and Charles Kennard made the Ouija board, patented it, and sold it on the market. It has done very well in sales. Can people really contact the spirit world with an Ouija board? And there are many stories that claim just that. According to Wikipedia, in 1944, occultist Manly P. Hall, the founder of the Philosophical Research Society, and an early authority on the occult in the 20th century, stated in the Horizon magazine that during the last 20 to 25 years, I have had considerable personal experience with persons who have complicated their lives through dabbling with the Ouija board. Out of every 100 such cases, at least 95 are worse off for the experience. He went on to say, I know of broken homes, estranged families, and even suicides that can be traced directly to the Ouija board. An interesting aspect of the Ouija board is it does not work if the users are blindfolded. This suggests that the people who use the Ouija board are consciously or subconsciously moving the planchette. I myself dabbled with the Ouija board when I was a teenager. I didn't buy it. My cousin bought it, and she come to the town I lived in every weekend to visit her grandmother, and we lived close together. And we dabbled with the Ouija board some, and the planchette did move, and it didn't answer questions, yes or no, and even gave dates and stuff. But after a while, we didn't play with it anymore, and I'm not sure what made us quit, but we stopped messing with it. I do know that some of the questions we asked of the Ouija board did not come true with the passage of time. Early in my marriage, I found and purchased a Ouija board during a fundraiser at an elementary school fall festival. At the time, I thought my family could have a little fun with this. However, my wife and stepdaughter were not at all happy with my purchase. We were living in a split-level home at the time. My stepdaughter stumbled and fell down the stairs, all four of them, and blamed the presence of the Ouija board in the home for her accident. My wife made me burn the Ouija board. At the time, I thought they were being silly, but it was probably a very wise thing to do. Some interesting notes from Wikipedia. Alice Cooper claims that a Ouija board suggested he was the reincarnation of a 17th century witch with the name Alice Cooper, and thus the band's name, Alice Cooper. Poet James Merrill used a Ouija board for years and even encouraged entrance of spirits into his body. He wrote the poem The Changing Light at Sandover with the help of a Ouija board. Before he died, he recommended people not to use Ouija boards. Bill Wilson, the co-founder of Alcoholics Anonymous, used the Ouija board to contact spirits. His wife said that he would get messages directly without even using the board. For a while, his participation in AA was deeply affected by his involvement with the Ouija board. Wilson claimed that he received the 12-step method directly from a spirit without the board and wrote it down. So what's the bottom line on Ouija boards? At worst, it is an instrument to put you in contact with the spirit world, which the Holy Bible forbids. And at best, it is just a novelty like those 8 balls that you buy and not to be taken seriously. My advice, stay away from them. Thank you for joining me today. I'll make another video next week. God bless.